The movie's starting! Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Movie's Starting, the penultimate episode of Season 3.
Yay.
I'm one of your hosts, Chris.
I'm your other host, Jeremiah.
And today we're joined by...
My name's Daniel Pico. I'm Chris's younger brother, and...
Are you now? I've never seen you before.
It's a family affair today, so...
I know nothing of what you speak, sir.
I'll be Mr. French.
So yeah, we had Dan on last season to watch Back to the Future, and he's back to watch...
Dune!
Ooh.
An equally 80s classic, yeah.
Yeah, but this one is very divisive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, and
very much so.
A long historied story, too, behind this movie.
Yeah, the movie that was considered unfilmable.
Yes. And
but it's being remade.
Ran way, way over budget.
And way long. I remember the original cut was 4 hours.
Yeah. Well, and who was it? Who was the original director? It was a French director, right?
Jodorowsky.
Yeah, and they were going to have Mobius design it, which...
Yeah.
And those designs have actually have seen the light. And,
well, there's that documentary called Jodorowsky's Dune that you could watch.
Yeah.
That's all about what his version would have been.
And yeah,
which I still need to watch.
Yeah, a lot of like the concept art look like, 'cause, I mean, it's Mobius, so it looks pretty amazing.
Yeah, but for the 70s, that would have been like beyond expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, there. I believe also it's referred to as the greatest science fiction movie never made.
Yeah.
Well, now we got Denis Villeneuve's version that's coming out. Yeah.
And and Timothy Chalamet is going to be Paul. What's his face? Momoa is going to be Duncan.
Rebecca Ferguson is playing his mother.
Yeah,
Jessica.
And then and Gurney is Brolin.
Patrick Stewart.
No. It's Brolin. James, or not the other one.
Oh,
not
Josh
James.
Brolin.
Josh Brolin. Yes.
Thanos. What?
Yeah. Thanos is going to teach Paul Atreides how to kill.
Yeah, how to snap his fingers properly.
Yeah. So I guess back on track.
This is how you activate your personal shield. 2 snaps up in a circle. Anyway.
Yeah, what? So tell us, why did you pick Dune for us today?
One of the reasons I picked it is, I have fond memories of this when I was a kid. I mean, I always enjoyed it. It was very... imaginative and creative, and then
I remember we both watched it a lot back in the day.
Yeah, and I've always been a fan of David Lynch ever since, and
You don't say.
but what you really don't understand is
Right now we're probably all in the red.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
But in the recent last year or so, I've gotten really interested in the actual universe of Dune and all the other books that are involved in the series. And
You gonna read all the prequels?
I have the whole series.
Oh shit! There's like 37 books in that series. God
Well,
damn.
no, I mean the actual original series is only 7 books.
I remember
6
that, but
books.
I'm talking like the ones that Kevin Anderson's writing now.
Yeah, those ones are not in my collection. I have the first 6 that Frank Herbert actually wrote, and they're
Spoiler alert: they all end up being about sex.
Oh yeah, and also as I've gotten to know those books a little bit better, I see how wrong David Lynch's version of it is.
Yeah. He added a lot of stuff.
Well, he did. Yeah. I would say he did the best he can, or he could.
He did the best he could, but at the same time, I'm very curious to see if Denis Villeneuve, I think that's how you...
Denis Villeneuve.
If his version's going to be better, but this one still holds a special place in my heart from a design standpoint, like from the costume design, and
it's like watching Flash Gordon.
Yeah, well, it also even almost has like a Geiger look to it too, with like the exosuit.
He was hired to work on the original version.
Yeah.
So it still has a great place in my heart for that, but it definitely has some laughable moments now.
Yeah.
Oh yes, it does.
Well, and what was it that to this point Lynch had let's see, he had done Eraserhead, and I'm assuming Elephant Man. What else had he done? Was it just those 2 movies?
I believe so. Those.
Well,
were the
he was
only 2
offered
films.
Return of the Jedi, and he turned it down to do this.
Yeah, but I don't understand why they have to fight with laser swords.
What is a Jedi?
How does this Force work?
Why can't you just call him a wizard?
So the guy in the mask is the kid's father?
Could he also be him, too, at the same time? But I think people forget, like, David Lynch was, he was kind of a toast of Hollywood at the time, too. I mean, The Elephant Man, I believe, was a relatively successful movie, but it had been nominated for
a
bunch of Academy Awards, Best Picture, Best Director, Best Screenplay, and actor, actress, everything.
I was gonna say, I think that's what I'm pretty sure. What's his face?
Anthony Hopkins, right? And John Hurt.
Yeah,
right?
John Hurt. Yeah, I'm pretty sure John Hurt won. I could be completely wrong.
No, it could
I'm
be.
sure
Yeah.
makeup. I'm sure makeup got nominated too.
Yeah, I mean, it was so it was a huge picture for that, and then so he got offered a lot of projects right after that, and and then of course his career died after this for quite a many years because this movie was the largest budgeted film I think up to that time at $45 million.
Yeah, around about. Yeah. It only made about 30, I think.
And in adjusted monies, that's in the hundreds of millions today. I mean, this is like Avatar, fuck you money.
And he didn't really do anything until Blue Velvet. After this, until Blue Velvet. Yeah, and Blue Velvet kind of, I mean, which is now like people. I mean, it's kind of got a nice cult following, but at the time, critics hated it. And it bombed. But now, like, you watch it and it's like I actually really do like that.
That's a freaking classic.
Yeah, exactly. And I think probably a lot of it was just people were still pissed about this movie.
I'm sure a lot of them were thinking that he was a fluke.
Yeah.
Well, Blue Velvet, at the same time, I think it was popular enough, though.
It got him.
He got nominated for Best Director for it. So I mean, it was within the industry. It was popular, and then of course, like you just mentioned, Twin Peaks.
Yeah, and that's what really brought him back.
That was what catapulted him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that he wound up on the cover of Time magazine for that show.
So how about Dune, guys?
Let's do it. Yeah.
Now that we've done David Lynch's filmography.
All right, so since this is a commentary track, we expect you to watch the movie along with us. I am currently watching this on HBO Go. Jeremiah's watching it on HBO Max, and Dan's watching it on a Blu-ray, which I thought I had. I have the movie queued up before the Universal logo. Okay, and I'm pressing play 1, 2, 3 now.
Fuck. Okay, there we go. All right. Is it delayed? It did like the little 3 dots, and I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding. All right. All right, so Dune, everybody. So yes, because earlier when you guys were talking about that dedicated, I'm like, where the fuck do you see that? Oh. And of course.
So by the way, the Star Wars scroll is about to come through right now.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Hot chick, ahoy!
Did she say Candyman 3 or 5 times?
No, she just turned and looked at Connor McLeod and went, outstanding!
Oh.
We gotta get above the shield, guys.
Of course we do, Ramirez.
There can be
She'll say David Lynch 3 times, and he'll appear drinking a cup of coffee and saying, "Is that how you fuck?"
Why did you beckon me?
It's like, God damn it! But anyway, like you were saying, the second recording, she is freaking beautiful, and she still is.
Yeah. Although it's like she looks completely different now than she does there. It's like almost like 2 different people. She's a little
bit older.
Well,
just
it
like almost
has been about 37
Well, even
years.
like, I was going to say, even Candyman.
And she was probably in her early 20s when she did this.
But even like,
I do not look like I did in my early 20s.
Well, even like
None
Candyman,
of us do.
I'm just saying.
I
like,
had
even,
a chin in my early 20s.
But even like Candyman, Virginia Madsen looks different than this Virginia Madsen.
Yeah.
Still looks good, though. Well, she rounded out in the face a little bit.
Yeah. And, sister to Michael Madsen, if you can buy that shit.
I don't understand that at all. They must have had different parents completely. Were you adopted in Virginia? Let me know.
Michael Madsen came out of the womb with a cigarette in his mouth. So.
And a bad attitude.
I ain't calling you my daddy.
I remember watching Blood Rain in the theater, and there's a scene where
Oh shit!
Madsen and what's her name? Rodriguez.
Oh yeah, remember it's Michelle
Gina
Rodriguez. You know why I know it
name?
in relation to Blood Rains.
Yeah, what's her name?
Michelle Rodriguez.
Michelle Rodriguez
Yeah.
and Christiana Loken are talking to somebody in this house toward the end of the movie, and like Michael Madsen has his sword in his hand.
Yeah.
And when they start talking, everyone's supposed to put their swords away, and he visibly looks at his hips, like, where's my holster?
Yeah.
And then he just puts the sword behind his back and stands there.
Great direction.
And I'm sitting there
Joel.
going, remember when this guy was a treasured actor?
Yeah. Sidebar, never mention Blood Rain to Michelle Rodriguez. She won't think it's funny. I know.
She might call you a dick.
Did you
just
do
look
that?
Yeah.
Jeremiah did.
No, because she was in a bar in Chicago, and on her way out, I go, because I was just like, I wanted to do it all night. I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna. Then I was like, this is probably gonna be your last chance to do it. I go, excuse me, miss. And she goes, yeah. I go, has anybody ever told you look like the actress from Blood Rain? And she just looked at me like I was the biggest asshole on the planet. She wasn't wrong, but you know, FYI. So Dune, everybody.
Yeah, we're done talking about Uwe Boll. Let's move on to Dune. Yes.
Start to a guy who actually can direct.
Second. By the way, this is the second exposition dump we've had so far.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Atreides.
Look at those balls.
And
I like how the computer has an attitude here. Right here. Bitches.
Oh.
Even the computer's an addict.
All of that for warm puke. At least I hope it's puke.
I mean, does that hold up? I think it does. Like, that looks pretty damn dope.
You watch anything that's like physical. I mean, look at that freaking. I mean, is that a model or is that a full size fucking ship?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a model. Clearly, I mean, it's a.
But it's a really good compositing job that they did.
At least the landing gear was real. Yeah.
It looks fantastic. I mean, the design in this room is fucking awesome. The design of the guild guy, the navigator, is awesome.
Well, I mean, Carla Rembal.
Those dogs are all CGI though.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dogs weren't real at all.
Also,
the dogs are CGI. Those are midgets in costumes.
And of course, Virginia Madsen's only actual scene in the movie.
She shows up at the end again.
Yeah.
Well, but I mean, for
only
no
time,
reason.
I think the only time she has a line is right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was reading on IMDb earlier, like some of the trivia, and they had an interview with Patrick Stewart, and he said because of all the cuts they had to make to trim the movie down, he goes, everyone lost about 2 scenes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Every actor in this movie lost 2 scenes at least.
And this chick was in Ewok's Battle for Endor.
Yes, she was.
She's the lady.
Bad guy.
She's the lady that turns into the crow.
Yeah, she played the villain.
Yeah. The witch that turns into the crow with the ring, and then
understand, she's a Shakespearean actor like Patrick Stewart.
Oh, she must be so glad to be doing this.
She was probably thinking this was her big break.
Yeah. And then she got Ewok's Battle for Endor.
And then she realized where her career had spiraled out of control.
I'm acting in a movie with
little
Ewoks.
Side note here, and this is weird and creepy.
The guy tripped?
No, these costumes the guild members are wearing,
bags.
they're made out of body bags.
Ah.
Yeah.
They found them in some dumpster somewhere or something.
Yeah. Gross.
Yeah. But the thing is, did you notice one of them trip when they were walking in?
No,
one of the guys on the right side of the screen trips over his outfit, his costume, and falls over, but the smoke kind of hides it.
Yeah.
That's why it's still in the movie, because the smoke kind of hides it. But you see him go, bleh!
FYI, that is Jose Ferrer, father of Miguel Ferrer.
Hey, bitches leave.
Exactly. And uncle to George Clooney. So.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Because Rosemary, Miguel Ferrer was married to Rosemary Clooney, who was Miguel Ferrer's mother, and then George Clooney and Miguel Ferrer were cousins. So I guess that technically by marriage makes Jose Ferrer here George Clooney's uncle.
Wow. Okay.
And
well, I'll be
a giant talking dick.
Yeah.
With a vagina mouth.
Yeah.
This is almost if the Eraserhead baby grew up.
It had a mouth pussy.
Yeah. Who do you think would win in a fight between this and the brain bug from Starship Troopers?
Man, it makes me think, man, they gotta quit smoking.
He's the invisible man. He's John Cena. You can't see him.
His time is now.
Yeah.
Oh.
I wonder how many puppeteers it took to work that thing.
Oh, yeah, there's a whole army of people offset.
It's like Jabba the Hutt style, man.
Yeah. Man, there's some more
Jabba the Hutt's
exposition.
mongoloid cousin.
I was gonna say this is just basically all exposition dump at this point.
Yeah, this is exposition dump number 3.
Yeah.
And it's great. Like, they cut out a whole bunch of story, and then they mention Ix and like all the machines they saw in Ix, and he goes, "Oh," and then we just drop that.
Yeah. Moving on.
It's
moving
never
on.
mentioned again.
It's world building, Dan. It's world building.
Yeah, that's right. He's like, "Yes, there were many machines on Ix," and he's like, "Oh," and he's like, "But we have other things to talk about."
But my mouth pussy. Keep looking at it.
How can I not?
Are you staring at my mouth? Stop staring at my mouth.
I remember one of the things that even when I was a kid I thought was kind of awkward about the movie is all the interior dialogue in this movie.
Yeah.
But that was all apparently added in after the fact. Because they had to cut all the scenes where the people, I guess, were actually saying that shit.
So this is so it's kind of like a Blade Runner type thing.
Yeah, I mean, they just did it to condense scenes.
I don't know why he let me live. Perhaps it's because he understood blah, 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 blah.
Oh, by the way, there's machines on Ix. Yeah. It's like, don't forget to visit Ix! Yeah.
And I mean, if they really wanted to explain some of the world right there, they could have. I mean, that's actually an important.
I like how they're
note.
Cleaning up after the guy. Yeah. Oh, there's a guy with a push broom.
Yeah.
He's not doing a very good job. They
no, he's not. He's just making one single line of it.
He's just left there.
Just pushing it around. Like the fucking navigator just pissed all over the place, man.
They look back like, your problem now, deuces.
Yeah. Yeah, he pissed himself.
They
His
must be in
big
the same
floating
club.
penis. Oh, look, they're cloned.
Yeah, no, it was like their version of the was it cherry red ladies or whatever the fuck they are.
The pink ladies?
Or was it the pink cherry hat ladies or whatever the hell they're called? It's this universe's version of them. Oh.
Exposition dump 4.
God, does anybody else need to go to the bathroom right now?
This is what I see whenever I have a wet dream.
Yeah. Ooh, it's Castle Grayskull.
Sorceress!
The tilt that leads nowhere.
That's what this movie needed, was 100% more Frank Langella and Skeletor makeup.
He'll be back, but he won't really be.
No, not really. Not as long as Abra Pune's directing.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
It still baffles me watching Cyborg and saying, this was supposed to be Masters of the Universe 2?
Yeah.
And here we go again. Another scene of exposition. Explaining something we have already explained.
Oh. Apparently everybody in this movie has telepathy, too.
Yep.
Oh, this is something I never realized and just found out probably like a week or so ago. So, George Lucas really loved the Dune books, and when in episode 4, when they're in the desert, that giant fossil we see, that's supposed to be one of the one of the worms. Yeah. Yeah. That's a reference
awesome.
to Dune. Yeah. Uh-oh.
Hello, number 1.
Xavier, you can walk. Ow! Help me! Get Ziggy to get me out of here!
And tell the guy on the right to look out, because Rainbird might come and smack him in the nose and kill him in his sleep.
Oh.
I know that because I just watched Firestarter.
Ugh, good lord. Makes me not want to go down on a girl again.
Those aren't eyebrows. Those are caterpillars that are molting on his face.
And that is a sexually transmitted disease on his lip.
Yep. He's got COVID lips.
For a human computer, he doesn't exercise good judgment in his partners.
Yeah, someone didn't update his antivirus program.
Look, he just wants to please his lady.
It's called Norton's, guy. It's called Norton's. Look into it. DL that shit.
They can travel interstellarly.
Make it so, bitches. So this is actually computer effects right here.
Yep.
Really?
Very early, yeah.
This is really early computer effects.
Well, he even delivers that line Shakespeareanly.
Yeah, no, right? The funny thing is, like, in that interview I read with Patrick Stewart, he said that when he was on set with Sting, he didn't know who the fuck he was. So he was like, "Are you an actor or what are you?" He goes, "Oh, I'm in a band called The Police," and he didn't ask him any further, and he thought that he was actually in a band made up of policemen.
Oh, he's got a knife on his junk.
Yeah. Check these balls, bruh.
As you can.
Sorry, my city's burning.
Oh yeah, so is ours. Isn't that a coincidence?
Yeah, I know, right? It's so good we were able to connect over this.
Yeah.
It's almost like we're living in the Purge.
Well, yeah, actually.
It's not far off.
Yep.
Well, actually, it's fascinating the times we live in and what these books are actually about. I mean, they're about being wary of charismatic leaders.
Yep.
Is what they're actually about.
That's what Herbert said. That's what Herbert said when someone asked him what the point of the book was.
Yeah.
Don't believe in false leaders.
Yeah, and the idea is like, I mean, that's not really fully explored until you get to like Dune Messiah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But even in this, though, it's like, yeah, Paul Atreides is a very charismatic leader. I mean, but it's also it's weird too. In the book, he's 15.
Yeah.
And, obviously
I think that's why they got Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah, who's perfect.
Yeah. This is much
How
younger.
old is he?
He's now I think he's 20 something. He's probably like 21, but he looks like he's 12.
Yeah, exactly.
So when you brought him up earlier, I didn't know who the hell you were talking about because I've never seen him in anything.
Yeah.
Oh, Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah,
I haven't, but it's just like he's one of those like big heartthrob kids now that all the girls want.
I haven't bought the new episode of Teen Beat, Jeremiah.
It's called Tiger Beat, and I have a subscription.
Well, his celebrity status came from a movie in which he fucks a peach.
Yeah.
So
what?
Bear that in mind.
Call Me by Your Name? It's the one with him and Armie Hammer where they have
he fucks
affair.
a what?
A peach.
A peach.
Yeah. He fucks a peach to death.
Okay.
The peach doesn't survive.
Oh, okay.
Ain't that a peach?
That's good to know. Alrighty then. Anyway, Dune.
Yeah. So did this guy?
Eyebrows.
I'm kind of wondering if the eyebrows had to audition separately, but
I don't know, but whenever he blinks, they kind of like go down and touch the bottom of his lip and go back up again.
And I feel that Dean Stockwell was ashamed that his eyebrows. I mean, bushy as they were not that bushy. See? So.
He's like, hey, old man, go and find Colwyn. He needs help finding the glaive.
Nice rip. At sunrise. Oh, but Dune.
Everyone should know at this point in time that Jeremiah and I are called, Mr. Tangent. We're the tangent people.
Long live the fighter, I say.
And it's like David Lynch said. You know what would be great? Another scene about the exact same thing I just did. Like, let's do an exposition scene and then another one. Let's do a fight scene and then another fight scene right after it.
See, this is just to introduce this weirding module thing.
Yeah.
Which, is not a thing in the book.
It's a martial art.
This was an invention by Lynch,
Yeah, he said he didn't want people doing kung fu in the desert.
Which, I'll be honest, was a mistake.
Yeah. Kung fu in the desert?
We needed more kung fu in this movie.
Yep. Well, this is before before you had your Jean-Claude Van Dammes and your Steven Seagals. So.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
and your
it's
Olivier
funny.
Gruner's.
Later on, they mentioned the weirding way, and she's just like, yeah, okay, like, yeah, I have the weirding way, and she did nothing.
Are you sure this movie wasn't in 3D? The way shit's coming at the screen.
This also kind of reminds me of that scene in Black Hole, like where they're testing, like, they're doing the shooting contest. Oh. Hut, 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 hut.
Hey, that's happening right outside right now.
Yep. Oh.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, right.
You saw my video, right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, they actually looted the Walgreens a block from me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they shut down the Target down the street for me completely.
Yeah.
I'm surprised the Walgreens is still open.
And I literally just either heard, I'm hoping it was fireworks outside my window or gunfire. So, off in the distance.
Oh, look, it's not Jerome Crabbe.
Hey, look out! Solar babies are coming.
Oh yeah. I forgot. Yeah,
you gotta make Terrence Mann think that he's covered in ants.
Richard Jordan and Jerome Crabbe, I mixed up for years.
Yeah, they look almost exactly the same.
And then I found out that in The Fugitive, Richard Jordan, who's here, was actually cast as
the bad guy.
The bad guy in that,
and he died.
And then he dropped. No, I don't know. Did he die?
I know he's dead. I know he died early. Like.
He either got sick or maybe he got sick and had to drop out, and then Jerome Crabbe replaced him in the movie.
It's probably because if they shot something with Richard Jordan or whatever, they could probably just reuse his footage and no one would notice.
Oh,
probably.
By the way, Das actor.
Yeah. Well, don't forget, when they go up to the main ship, they're going up to Das Boot.
Oh, yes.
That thing looks like a big-ass submarine in space.
Which is probably...
These 80s haircuts.
Yeah.
I don't know how they did it with all the... I mean, do they get that Valium with just air dry? Or like
it's required for space travel, okay? It's to protect your brain.
Jesus.
It's a helmet.
I know I'm gonna mispronounce his name. Jorgen, what's his...
Prochnow.
Yeah. I'm sure that... Because Das Boot was like a big movie at this point, too, so that's probably why...
Still holds up.
What's that?
It still holds up.
Yeah, well, and like that's probably why they were like, oh, we gotta cast this guy because he's this big international star.
Hey Dan, remember the movie we used to watch in our house back in the day that he was in that we used to watch like all the time?
No.
The Seventh Sign.
God, yeah, The Seventh Sign.
He's Jesus.
Every time that movie would play, my mother would bawl her goddamn eyes out.
Yeah,
would you die for him?
Yeah, would you die for him?
Because he's Jesus in that movie. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Who would have thought a blonde-haired, blue-eyed Jesus? They were right.
Jesus.
What's from Munich?
the horrible racists were right.
Ich bin ein Messiah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
He will get him. Oh, sorry. Early.
Hey, I'll be watching you.
And that's when he pulls out the gas
that
then starts saying, I'm slutty.
That was Sting saying, hey, just the tip.
So, I'm sorry, did Imagine make this movie? I don't know if you guys just got that.
What?
Did Imagine Entertainment make this movie? Because I don't know if anybody else got that.
Is that Brian Grazer produced this?
Yeah. Speaking of people who are in Krull.
Yep. That's the Widow of the Web.
Yep.
Really? That was her? Huh.
Yep.
With a young version of her, yeah.
That is, I have to also say, that's a really dope costume. I really I love all the costumes in this movie.
And it's practical.
Everything design-wise in this movie's fantastic.
Yeah, and if you watch the TV version of this, everything is not designed well.
No, especially the scenes out in the desert where you can tell there's a wall behind them.
I mean, every costume in that movie sucks.
To be honest,
got it at the Salvation Army, man. That was Sci-Fi Channel shit.
To be honest, though, Chris, in the sci-fi one, because they were in the desert and there was a wall because they were trying to keep the Fremen from coming into their country. Okay, we're gonna keep those filthy Fremen out in the desert.
Jeremiah, remember when we were watching Jaws: The Revenge and that scene at the end where everyone's swimming around after the shark gets killed and you can see the wall behind them? It's the exact same thing. You can see that they had brushed some sand up against the where the wall meets the ground to make you think that it's not. But there's a wall behind them painted to look like that.
Yeah.
You literally could take lines of Lita II and do them like Trump, and it's like, we're all gonna be on the golden path.
He who controls the space controls the galaxy. Okay. Believe me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna float away and fuck my nephew.
Oh my God! Yes.
Oh yeah.
Baron...
Trump is Baron Harkonnen.
Oh
yes.
God! Now see, okay, is it Harkonnen or Harkonnen?
I said Harkonnen, but that was a brain fart. That's Harkonnen. I always say Harkonnen.
Well, it's Harkonnen in the
because
TV movie.
They're doing the exact same thing that Shyamalan tried to do with the Last Airbender movie, and just have it pronounced just slightly differently to differentiate itself from the other thing.
It's kind of the same way that Nolan does that with Ra's al Ghul, with Ra's al Ghul.
Ra's al Ghul, yeah.
It's like, oh no, it's Ra's al Ghul.
But the thing is, like, if he's supposed to have like a Norwegian sounding name, Harkonnen is the way you would do it.
Yeah, it's definitely it's a Norwegian or Swedish. Something.
So that's a thing in Norwegia, or in like the Norwegian country.
Yeah, it's a name. Yeah,
Onan is like
boning
a thing
there.
That's like Patel and
No. I mean the whole boning your nephew thing.
Oh no, I don't think so. No,
because I mean
maybe
technically
in times of stress or
that's in Lars von Trier's Dune.
Oh,
okay.
And then Bjork's in the background going like, "Oh my God."
Here's the boning, here's nephew.
I will never work with you again.
Oh, but Dune, everybody.
Yeah. Would you die for him? I'm talking about the dog.
Yeah. Well, Gurney nearly
dog.
does. I mean, we'll see that later.
Storm of the Century. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, a Hitler Youth has come to my door.
Gotta dig her hairstyle, too.
Yeah. It's very much...
I wonder if that's a wig.
It reminds me a lot of... not Fifth Element, the other one. Blade Runner. The way that... Rachel's hair looks.
Yeah. Hey, look, she's in this movie, too. Oh, my God. It's all... This is... Dune is the 7 steps of Kevin Bacon thing.
Yeah. It's like every sci-fi movie is connected to
Yeah, seven. What is it called?
6 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. It's the 6 degrees of Dune.
Yeah.
Okay, so just checking a thing. So Kyle MacLachlan was born in 1959, and...
This was in 83 they filmed this.
All right, okay, yeah. So his mom is 16 years older than him. So actually, that is actually pretty accurate to the character. So that actually makes sense. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm willing to wager that somebody is the same age. But I was wrong.
But wasn't Paul... Was it like a selected birth or something like that?
Oh, because she was a concubine, is what it was. Was that like?
No, I mean like they were trying to breed the Kwisatz Haderach, and he came, and it was supposed to be a woman.
Yes. Well, they were going to try and marry him off to, or her, if it would have been a girl, marry her off to the Harkonnen or the Harkonnen.
Yeah.
But yeah, she fucked that up.
Yeah, and somebody's about to get their fix.
It's that whole third daughter in Fiddler on the Roof falling for someone outside their faith.
All I'm going to say is I've seen Geedy Prime. Yeah, she dodged a bullet, whoever that was. Something tells me they don't got good
Might have been
manners.
easier if she looked like a dude.
Yep.
Wait, what's in the box?
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh, goop.
Oh,
God. It's a candle that smells like her vagina.
No, it's a jade stone that she shoves up her vagina. Shaped like an egg. Any minute now, Kyle MacLachlan's going to utter the words, "Mommy!"
They stole this scene for another movie, didn't they?
What, the hand melting, or?
Yeah, there's like something exact. There's a scene that's exactly like this in
Yeah,
another movie.
there
I can't
is.
remember what it was though.
Yeah, I don't remember what it is either, but I know exactly what you're talking about, yeah.
Well, Fight Club?
No. Yeah. Although Brad Pitt didn't kiss his hand first.
He's got to find his spirit animal. Slide.
His Patronus?
Yeah.
Was it good for you?
If you'll excuse me, I need to change my military pants.
I was talking about her.
It is Gwyneth Paltrow's head. It was very... Actually, that scene was almost very Flash Gordon. You know, the test of manhood.
And it managed to give him a manicure at the same time.
Yeah. The test of manhood or whatever. You stick your hand in the oak.
Oh, yeah.
Which, by the way, if you haven't listened to that one yet, please listen to the episode of Flash Gordon.
It's kind of fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not Catwoman.
Yeah.
Oh, too soon.
That was like 20 years ago.
I know, we're still recovering. What could have been, Dan? What could have been?
Well, it's true. Do you dislike Michelle Pfeiffer?
Oh, hell no. I think Michelle Pfeiffer's fucking sexy as shit in that movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say she didn't do bad.
I'm just making fun of Sean Young because of what she looks like now.
Well, I mean, and to the fact also that it wasn't Catwoman either.
Yeah.
Like Catwoman is not, resuscitated by cats.
No, she's a cat burglar.
Exactly. It's more of a metaphorical name.
That's Tim Burton for you. Gotta be gothic, guys. Gotta be gothic. I don't know, man. Halle Berry's Catwoman.
Were you going as they shouldn't have done that, or
You decide. It's up for debate.
That's some racist shit, dude.
What? Eartha Kitt was great.
The only thing I really remember from that movie is that horrible CGI cat sitting on her chest.
Oh.
You know what I remember from that movie? Nothing, because I didn't waste my time.
I bought a box set of one of the seasons of the Batman animated series, and it had a free ticket for Catwoman in there.
Ugh.
And a friend bought the same thing, and we were like, "Well, let's just put it to use. Let's just go see the movie." And we were like, "Well, at least we didn't pay for it."
Well, technically, you did pay for it, but
Oh yeah, no. Why does that thing look like it's about ready to get a blowjob?
'Cause it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's exhaling. It's clearly exhaling black tar heroin smoke.
Oh God.
Oh God, that is bad compositing there, guys.
Ooh, yeah.
That's horrible. That's bad. That was a late edition. Oh,
Well,
those eyebrows again.
It is one of the South
I'm sorry,
Side Strangler.
Chucky did not have eyebrows like that.
But and apparently what was he, the Which Side Strangler? The Riverside Strangler?
The Gemini Killer.
No. From Child's Play. The
the Lakeshore Strangler.
Yeah, Lakeshore Strangler here. Apparently also likes pleasing his ladies.
Chucky got an STD.
And he doesn't care where they've been. She's like, but I don't know. He's like, I don't care.
He's like,
hey,
I'm all about
give me
pleasure.
the power, I beg of you.
Come here, baby. Set my mind in motion. Oh, that's disgusting.
Hey, Dan, remember we had all the toys from this movie, too?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose. I know we had these
we had the
troops.
Sardaukar soldiers. I remember that.
These aren't the... Yeah, we had the Sardaukar.
They're on Dune. They were the one with the green faceplate.
Yeah, the Sardaukar. We
But I remember we had that, and I remember we had Paul.
Hey, I can't believe they didn't even bother to take the green screen out in this scene.
That's not disgusting and disturbing. That's definitely some David Lynch shit right there.
Yeah, I mean, all of the skin disease and all this stuff, this is all...
Well, if you've read any of the prequel books...
Yeah.
Okay, so in the prequel books, they explain what's wrong with him.
Yeah.
And from what it sounds like, they were trying to breed the Kwisatz Haderach with him, so they sent one of the Bene Gesserits to go and evaluate him to see if he could do it or whatever. And when they found out that he was gay and he was banging his cousins and all that shit, she turned him down. So in turn, he raped her
Yeah, because he's supposed to be Paul's grandfather, right?
Yeah, so he raped
Yes.
the Bene Gesserit that came to evaluate him, and in turn they put a curse on, like a spell on him or something. Yeah. And it's like that's how it manifested, is this disease.
Also, did anybody notice? Oh, there's Eraserhead right there.
Jack Nance, yep.
Yeah, but aside from him,
yep.
Did anybody else notice creepy German guy from Monster Squad?
Yeah.
Oh,
I just watched V the other day, and he's in that too.
Yeah, he's the one that shows them how to do the V.
Michael,
yeah.
What's his name? Michael Sir something.
Michael Cimino?
It's not Cimino.
Leonardo Cimino.
Yes.
Oh, it's, by the way, in the remake,
and Bluto's here too, by the way, guys.
Yeah, well, I always like to think of as aggressive rapist in Midnight Express, but you know.
See, we saw Popeye in the theater, so I mean, I always think of him as Bluto.
In the Danny Deneuve, that role is going to be Dave Bautista, which actually kind of makes more sense.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Which I mean, as the Beast Raban, I mean that's perfect.
Yeah,
that is absolutely perfect casting.
Who's playing Fade?
They haven't said yet. Or at least have they? Because last I saw,
they might have.
Yeah.
So it's obviously Sting, and then Matt Kessler played him in the TV
remake.
movie.
Yeah.
And let's see, Dune 2020, and survey says,
mouse, whatever. It's probably going to be oh god, who's the guy from One Direction? I'm going with band people.
Harry Styles.
Yeah.
They have kept that completely secret.
Yeah, as I said, last I saw, I did not see it. That flower guy's getting raped, by the way.
Ooh, this is disgusting.
Yeah, but the guy looks like a chick.
I always remember the two things I remembered this guy in from a kid was this and Cat's Eye.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, the thing about, he was also in Armed and Dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was just thinking about that one, yeah.
And
he played a good guy in that one, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, he
was being used. What's up?
No, I was going to say, he's wearing a fat suit in here.
Yeah, he's not that big.
He could barely even walk in. Like, I mean, they had to put him in some sort of, like, harness in order for him to even be able to stand in it.
Yeah. Thank God he floated for most of the movie.
He ended up doing a goddamn good job because this is one of the most vile characters in film.
Yeah.
And being played by Skarsgård in the new one.
Which I can totally see.
Oh, yeah. Perfect casting for their version. I mean, the Harkonnen, Baron Harkonnen in the books is more like psychopath. I mean, he's not a laughing and howling at the moon mad.
Oh, you can't. Oh, from there I thought those were the strings, but those were just that was just the shit pouring on him.
Yeah.
He loves your reverse mohawk.
I'm gonna kill you because why not? And it's sexy. And it turns me on.
It turns him on too. He's a little on the fence.
These guys are like, I don't know what's happening right now, but it doesn't seem good.
Beautiful boy.
Yeah, I just did that.
He'll be. You know what? I think he'll be watching him.
That was Sting going, I got my first boner.
Yeah, Sting is probably also thinking to himself, don't stand so close to me.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Oh.
6 feet, man, 6 feet. That poor dog, can it survive the space flight? Had to have that during sex, huh? She's not thinking of all the good stuff, huh?
Yeah, clearly they can never.
I'm like,
do
yeah,
that
the
again
sex
on
is so bad that she's thinking about, I'm gonna miss this place.
Yeah, I was gonna say. It's like somebody's mind's not in the moment.
Yeah. And he looks like Duke Leto fell asleep.
Wow, the ship.
Even the design of the windows is cool.
Oh shit, they forgot Milo back at the stop.
Yeah.
So remember we were talking about how some of the effects have really held up?
Yep.
This isn't one of them.
No. It looks like a painting.
Yeah.
Was that the probe from Star Trek
Trek 4? Yeah. Is it going to start talking to the whales? Hey, don't forget, Caladan's an ocean planet. It could happen.
True story.
Oh.
That was like how the thing that's going to transport them, it looks like a giant cigar tube.
Just like Ishtar flies. Self-reference.
Your cigar-shaped saucer ship?
Ship, yes. So those were sort of cigar-shaped saucer ships. Oh, I must have been channeling Dune when I wrote it. Oh. Man, the gaping
that is a bad miniature. It looks like somebody spray painted something gold.
You know what I can't do anymore of phallic imagery? Oh God, there it is. Oh God!
Oh God! It's a giant sperm.
Oh, that is one fucked up looking egg. That lady needs to see a doctor.
And it just took a shit too. Did you notice?
Yeah.
Oh, that egg salad I had for lunch.
And that's how babies are born. Oh. Oh. A metaphor for the birds.
Okay, so here's something else that I know Dan could probably talk about. How did I even like this movie watching it in pan and scan?
Oh goodness! I mean I think back to how many movies we watched in Paniscan and how did we ever watch them?
Yep. How did we ever know? How did we ever understand what was going on in each scene?
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
You know what movie it was that when so remember when Dad bought the Laserdisc or rented the Laserdisc player a few times?
Yeah.
And he was getting all this. You remember which movie it was where I realized the glory of widescreen? Remember the movie I was talking? I remember I talked about it at home.
And
it was Flash Gordon.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say Black Hole, but okay.
No, it's Flash. No, that never got a widescreen release on Laserdisc.
I've actually even heard this story.
I told Dad rent Flash Gordon for me, and I saw it in widescreen for the first time since seeing it in the theater, and I was like, I even said it out loud when we were watching. How did I ever like this movie in pan and scan?
Yeah. No, that makes total sense. Yeah, there's so many movies that I think back now and they're unwatchable.
Those are some nasty coke nails.
Is that Lady Gaga?
That's her mother, Lady Goo Goo.
And you know what? We never see this woman again.
I believe this is true. Once again, why are we seeing this?
Because she's the Bene Gesserit that's hanging out with the Fremen.
Well, because in the book, there's the whole thing of there has to be a high mother or some stuff. Or
whatever. yeah. And
I'm assuming that's
Lady
what she was supposed to be.
Lady Jessica replaces her.
Yeah.
Someone put a match in front of the camera.
Again, that is great work.
Yeah, that looks like you can't tell where it ends and starts.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it is.
That's bad. That's bad.
That does not hold up.
That is horrible. That's good.
Come on, clearly that is Snake Mountain. We saw Castle Grayskull.
Yeah,
we're
He-Man. Yeah, I'll get
Mountain.
you, boob. Yeah, He-Man.
Oh, it's Kaladin, just repainted.
Yeah.
Duncan, you the hoe.
Isn't his last name Idaho?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw Terrence Mann.
Now,
Bodai
Jason Momoa is playing him
real
in the new version.
Yeah.
That's
kind of a shift. I've seen the beauty of Bodhi.
But yeah, you were talking about earlier, like, the Fremen suits are very much like Geiger, like H.R. Geiger-esque.
Yeah. They were, and that on IMDb, it was saying that like everybody, especially like Patrick Stewart, said that the still suits were like super uncomfortable to wear.
Yeah.
And like they squeezed you in like places that you don't want to be squeezed.
Yeah, they look very form-fitting.
The only person who put up with it and didn't complain, I guess, was Max von Sydow.
Yeah.
And he said, I guess in IMDb it said that he had been quoted as saying that it felt really uncomfortable, but he liked the way it made his body look.
I liked the way it made my body look.
Hey, look, and look, fucking Ming the Merciless is in this movie too.
Yeah, well, and also, I realized you've got two white guys that played Jesus in this movie.
Yep.
Two blonde-haired, blue-eyed white guys who played Jesus. Oh.
I know Max von Sydow. Who's the other one?
What's his face?
Jürgen Prochnow.
Because in the seventh...
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, in the seventh sign, yeah.
Yes, he was Jesus, yeah.
Would you die for him?
It's almost like... You know, I'll correct myself. Imagine if H.R. Geiger and Joel Schumacher designed a suit.
They mean nipples and cod pieces.
Yeah, they got
all
the
that
cod
shit.
they got the cod pieces.
There'd be like a defined butt crack.
That was kind of the compromise was you can't have nipples, but you get the cod pieces and the butt crack.
The bat butt. In HD, the blue eye thing looks kind of iffy.
Yes, very much so.
Here in a minute, he's going to say, Rexar has threatened me.
Maybe we'll marry her.
Yeah, what dare he? With outrageousness or arrogance, I salute you. Or, of course, my favorite lines, the lions ate him.
What is that from?
It's from Conan the Barbarian, like where he plays the king.
Him?
Yeah, he plays
he's the king in that, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he's like the old like or the something usurper. He's the king whose daughter gets kidnapped by a or gets brainwashed by Falsa Doom. The lions ate him. Or, which, by the way, R.I.P. I don't think we ever mentioned it, but it was not too long ago that he passed away since the recording of this.
Who?
Max von Sydow.
Oh, Max von Sydow, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm just listening to this new exposition dump we're getting. I was really into it.
So yeah, these are basically pee and feces suits if you haven't got it.
This is what James Franco wished he had in 127 hours.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking like all these scenes with them in the desert now. Like how many right now are shitting?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just their
Well, now you know there's that one scene when they have to like walk arrhythmically to not attract the worms. No, that's just them pooping.
Yeah.
No, I mean it's just like everything. Like you're gonna look at it now. Just think how many of them are pooping.
Yep. And or at the same, they could be pissing. They're probably pissing and shitting at the same time, if they're anything like me.
Like Jürgen Proch now. Right now, he's kind of walking funny. I think he's testing it out.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of the swamp ass happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, I can imagine swamp ass.
Oh, sorry, this is desert ass. I'm sorry, desert ass.
Oh, swamp ass in those suits must be horrible. Oh my god.
I would just hate to okay, so the way they make it sound is like you don't take these off, right? Can you imagine what they smell like once they do?
Oh my god.
Luckily for them, it's a dry heat, so.
Jesus. Yeah. It's fucking Nevada. But yeah, they filmed this in Mexico.
Oh, okay.
I think they, on IMDb, it said that they had hired, like, I don't know, like 24 people to go through 3 square miles of desert that they had picked out. They had for location scouting. They had to go through this 3 square mile section of desert and pick up all the trash.
Oh, wow. Speaking of not holding up.
No. although I will give them credit for the shadow.
Yeah.
The shadow of the ship going over the cracks and the different terrain.
I was going to say, Alec Baldwin's in this movie?
The shadow knows.
Oh.
Only if you drink the right kind of tequila, son.
Yeah, or I was going to say, only if you have bad Mexican.
I don't know. Maybe I could find you a bottle of mezcal around here somewhere. Wink, wink.
I was gonna say, yeah. Now it just becomes the movie The Doors. Hold the worm. Hold the worm. See the worm?
Hey,
I'm too scared of it, man.
Give me some death.
He wasn't Bobby Krieger. Who was he? I can't remember.
He was he the bassist? Or was he the keyboardist? No, Frank Whaley was the keyboardist.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Maybe he was the drummer.
Well, no, Frank Whaley was was Bobby Krieger.
Yeah.
Trying to remember who he played. Anyway.
Yeah, that's what this movie needed, more Val Kilmer, because he probably would have gotten this director fired too.
Oh, I can. So when's Scott Bakula going to appear and say, "Oh boy"?
Yeah. I know. Yeah, like Ziggy, he's got to figure. He's got to be. Get on Ziggy and figure out what's going on.
Yeah. So I was talking to Ziggy, guys, and oh, wait a minute. See that mark on his forehead? That's because this guy kissed him on the forehead and it's spreading.
See.
Oh, I thought he just liked playing cards.
Oh, here comes the David Lynch cameo.
Is he the worm?
No. He's going, I'm a worm, guys!
I'm trying to go through the sand.
No, he's the guy that Van Sydow's talking to here.
Oh, yeah. Here you go. Wait, and just listen to it. I mean, he just yells the way he normally does.
Yeah.
It's great.
Hey, yeah. Open a channel.
Make it so.
Make it so, bitches.
Where is he? The suspense is terrible.
Hope it'll last. I just watched Willy Wonka not too long ago. That finally, I was like, oh, now that I remember where that came from.
It's so funny how much of it is inspired by
There
Star
he is.
Wars.
There he is, yeah.
There's David Lynch. Hey, guys, I'm not an actor.
But you can't leave all this spice.
I'm gonna get fired.
I need coffee.
Is it a European carry-all? Because that's a purse, you jackass.
He's got some hairy-ass knuckles,
I'm
man.
sorry, but wouldn't it be ordered by who?
I like this Duke.
And now,
sorry, jumping the gun.
as soon as they go back, that Fremen's gonna study the Duke's dreams. Dreamscape.
Yep.
It's not as funny if I have to explain it.
I would have loved to have had a dream where I get to have sex with Kate Capshaw.
Yeah. Especially then, Kate Capshaw. Paul's never seen poor people before.
They smell funny.
So, for those that have never really read the book, because they don't really explain it in the movie, spice is worm shit.
Yep. Or vomit. We're really not sure what end it is.
Yeah, it's a good thing they cut out the scene where you show the baby worm vomiting up the water of life.
Yeah, the baby vomit. Yeah, the water of life is baby worm vomit. Yep.
It's kind of like that coffee from South America that,
I was going to say, it's kind of like the parallel here is peyote.
Yeah. But, like, there's that coffee that, like, is made out of coffee beans that monkeys shit out.
Oh, the bats of shit?
Yeah. Or goats. It's like, or goats shit out.
Goats shit it out, yeah. No thanks, I'm good.
So that worm is technically eating its own shit.
So it's like a dog.
Yeah.
Awesome. Mine's bigger.
Dear me, old boy. Yeah, it's just going to come out of the taxpayers' pockets.
This is why this is why comics have caption bubbles. Or I should say boxes. I'm a writer. I'm a comic book writer. I should know better. Oh.
Still bad compositing.
I mean, I can only imagine how hard it was to do the eyes only in this movie, especially.
Yeah, that's like rotoscoping. That's like bullshit,
they had to do every single shot where there was somebody with blue eyes.
By hand.
They had to do multiple inner negatives of that shot. That is incredible.
You want to hear crazy? Go and watch the documentary about the making of Tron and what they had to do just to make those suits glow.
Yeah.
It's like 7 layers of film stacked on top of each other just to get that shit to happen.
Yeah, it's I think it was all shot in black and white in order to be able to achieve it.
Yeah, nuts.
They look so happy to be there too.
Yeah, they're like, oh great, another regime change.
Meet the new boss, same as old boss.
Yeah!
I like cocaine!
Please don't. Okay, you're gonna just put that right there.
Did you ask permission first?
That's the Mark I of Ziggy.
Yeah, I think we could have drawn our own conclusions there. We didn't need her to tell us.
Ooh, booger.
It's like, check out the Prince stash.
Oh my goodness. That's too close. That's too close.
That's where Bene Gesseritness happening right there.
I mean, he's... Uh-oh. Linda Hunt is on the hunt.
and at the time, she was a big star. She just won the Oscar.
Yep.
First person to win an Academy Award for playing somebody of the opposite gender.
Yep. Hey, she's just waiting. She's biding her time until Arnold Schwarzenegger comes to hang out in her school.
So she can ask what it felt like for him to hit that SOB.
Yeah. So here's the scene where Paul trips.
Kung Fu.
Whoa!
Look, he's eating shit.
Literally eating worm shit on camera. It's awesome.
Oh wait, no, that's Old Spice. Fuck, I ate the wrong one.
At least he smells good.
Yeah.
No, as Hannibal Lecter would say, you smell like something a 12-year-old would wear.
Yeah, it reminds me of the days when I used to trip.
Yep. Paul Atreides tripping balls.
Oh man, the walls are my eyes now.
Oh, bad trip!
Nightmare fuel.
Bad trip!
Brian Glazer.
Bad trip, guys. Bad trip.
High five.
Oh,
How long have I been standing still?
Right.
36 hours.
Oh man, is this part of my trip? Oh, and what do we get? More phallic symbols.
He's like, oh man.
That penis is totally gonna stab me.
I thought the effect is pretty awesome on that.
Yeah.
Can't see the wires or anything.
I kind of feel that, and I'm kind of not joking. I kind of feel that not Phantom Menace, the other one, Attack of the Clones, kind of stole this scene.
Yeah. With the worms.
Yeah.
Or the little centipede things. Yeah.
Yeah. R2 scanning.
Yeah. So I can hear David Lynch talking about the effects work on this movie and how it looks so good, and he's quoting Richard Attenborough from Jurassic Park saying, "We spared no expense."
We spared no expense.
Yeah. I like how you're getting the view through the hole in the needle.
Yeah.
And it says it can't see him, and you can clearly see him.
Yeah, you can clearly see him through that.
Maybe he sees sense. I don't know.
Well, it only sees movement, so it's a T-Rex, man.
Fucking this up, Linda Hunt.
Wait, best line ever.
Fresh towels?
Wait, yeah.
I am trying to overact.
No, I love that.
I
am Shidat Mapes.
It's like your lips are... Why are your lips quivering?
I'm going to play an overpowering villain in License... Or If Looks Could Kill.
Oh, my God.
Oh, is that the Richard Grieco movie?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
She kills Roger Daltrey in that. So we've come full circle because we mentioned the Who. Exactly. And we've come full circle because we mentioned the Who earlier. So.
Who?
Oh.
Oh, look, they're on lockdown. That looks familiar.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Too soon.
I like how the guy brings out the Minesweeper.
It's like, we got this defibrillator we found in storage, guys. We can use it for something.
Those look like the ghost catcher things from Ghostbusters.
That is a very large, very overly large flashlight.
Well, no, I don't know if you guys remember this, but there was that ghost catcher thing. It was just basically just a flashlight that made noise. That was a Ghostbusters toy. That's what that reminded me of.
Oh, fuck. Now math?
No, yeah. That's some...
Jesus, this movie.
I was going to say, man, now you know where Star Trek The Next Generation got its technobabble. Patrick Stewart heard it here. See, look, he's taking mental notes.
See, it's like, without any explanation as to why he does that, it is not nearly as interesting. It's just weird.
It's David Lynch, man.
Yeah. But but there's a really fascinating reason
that's
why
him interfacing with a computer, right?
Well, no, there are no computers. There are no thinking computers.
It's him. He is the computer.
Yeah, he is the computer of their time period. It's the same thing with Pie to Debris.
Yeah.
And all of them, they cannot have thinking computers. They've all been outlawed. So which is just fascinating, part of their history, and none of that is even touched on in here. We bring up X, and then we just say, but any case.
But the thing is, there's only so much time, right?
Yeah, but it's if you're going to introduce people to a world, at least tell them the most interesting parts about it.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they did film it. They just had to cut it out for pacing.
Yeah, because David Lynch.
Well, like I said, when he put the movie together, the rough cut was 4 hours. His cut was 3 hours. But Universal and De Laurentiis made him cut it down to a maximum of 2 hours and 17 minutes because he said they needed to have more screenings per day. And that's why they had to cut all that shit out.
I mean, a 3-hour version of this, he still misses the point that Paul is not Jesus.
No. That was the thing. Frank Herbert, loves the movie. He thinks it's good. He just says when it comes to the ending and him making it rain, he goes, "That's not what the point of my book was."
Yeah.
He says, he might say he's the Kwisatz Haderach, but he really isn't. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Although doesn't he give birth to a worm, or he has a worm baby?
No, that was the Fly.
And this is
one of his. No, I mean like one of his
walking,
kids
narrating. I'm like, I half expect him to get poisoned and stop narration half sentence.
In one of the sequel books, doesn't Paul, like one of his kids, is like a worm?
Yes, in God Emperor of Dune.
Yeah.
Leto the Second.
It's like a worm.
It becomes a symbiotic, like.
So that was the James McAvoy character, right? Because he was becoming more worm-like. Yeah.
Yeah, he joins the worm so he could live past his, normal human years.
So you can actually see this in HD, that she had, like, yellow shit coming out of her eyes.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I noticed that.
Oops.
You done messed up, AA Ron.
Oh, jeez, what a load.
You got punked, bro.
I don't need to be a Fremen. Look how blue my eyes are. You know what? No one knows what it's like to be as sad as he is behind those eyes. I do, but
So I'm gonna kill you. Okay.
To me, this plot, his whole plan, seems a little convoluted.
Yeah, I was about to say the exact same thing.
This is a lot of effort to kill one guy. I think you could have thought of something a little less intricate.
Yeah, and spoiler alert, because it's so fucking convoluted, that's why it fails.
Yeah, just a little convenient, huh?
Yeah.
It's like
we're telling you the truth. But you're still a backstabbing traitor, you cocksucker. Did you just rob me?
Yep.
Okay, I just had 4 teeth pulled. That is not my reaction.
It's the you weren't doped like he was. So.
I was
that
doped.
little reaction was like, oh.
Yeah, I was doped, and I still didn't make that little reaction.
His shit, he's on the good shit.
Yeah. Clearly, the good shit was not what was given me.
Well, we're tight as it is in the state of our nation.
Yeah, I know, right?
They just gave you Newport and told you that it was Vicodin. Here you go, yeah, that's Vicodin. Why is it little, yellow, and different? Just shut up and take your pill. Oh no, the pill!
Is Newport still a thing?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think it's still around.
But I was like their slogan, little, yellow,
Hey, but
different.
You know what? The Tussin is still around.
Tussin? Oh. Now, you see, that wouldn't matter if they'd actually learned the weirding way. But, hey.
Well, he saves some. Paul gets a couple of them, doesn't he?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
To distribute to the Fremen.
Yeah.
So I'll say this.
Those are the guys we had the action figures of.
Yes, they're Sadoka. Yeah.
And only Patrick Stewart can look badass delivering the line he's about to deliver.
While holding a dog?
Yeah, while holding a dog.
This cute little pug!
This is why Patrick Stewart is a god among men.
Yes.
Here he is, holding a pug. Because nobody looks awesome holding a pug. Yeah.
Let's go, lads!
It's like nobody looks although, understand.
Watch your step, fellas.
Understand, it's like, if anybody gets killed first, it's that fucking pug. It's going to take all the heat.
No, I mean, like, if push comes to shove, he's dropping that bitch.
How do I know it's female?
Oh. You're mad, funny, yeah.
Well, I did go to comedy school. Need I remind you, Chris?
Alright, I got a minor issue on my end, guys. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Dan got to go boom boom.
I was gonna say the Baron Harkonnen was very much marriage just then. It's what brings us together.
This scene always seemed out of place to me.
Yeah. What, he's
It's like,
crying
am I
and he's
supposed to
taking
feel
abuse.
bad for him? No.
Yeah. It's like, like I said, he was a backstabbing cocksucker.
Yeah.
So.
Like, is that supposed to make me feel bad for him? Like he's all guilty? No. You're still a fucking backstabbing piece of shit.
Yeah. Hey, that's your granddaughter. I guess, no, his daughter that he's spitting on. Oh.
But now you know why she's got the same color hair, huh?
Yeah.
Or at least pretty close to it.
Oh.
Because I like to bugger him.
I will bugger him.
I will rape him! Probably shouldn't have screamed that. My neighbors are probably like, what?
Yeah. Well, my windows are open and there's a sidewalk. So. He is the hillside strangler now.
Yeah, I know, right? He's. This is him warming up for that role.
Yeah.
Him and the Gemini Killer.
Yeah. I will say that it's like, I actually really like, now I can't remember, I've blanked on his name.
Brad Dourif?
Brad Dourif, yeah. Like, I think he is an actor.
He's a fantastic actor.
Yeah, like he, because I mean, he's not a slouch either. The guy has been nominated for an Academy Award for One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, but it's just like, I think he gets kind of pigeonholed in these sort of genre roles, you know.
Yeah, the thing is, like, even though it's a flaming piece of shit, he's still fun to watch in Critters 4.
Yeah. And Angela Bassett's in that movie as well.
She did that right before she played Tina Turner and got an Oscar nomination for it.
Yeah. But Duncan Idaho trying to be a badass for the last 5 minutes of his life. Alright, there he goes. I didn't always remember thinking that was actually kind of cool, that bullet, the drill bullet.
Yeah, the slow bullet, yeah.
Yeah, that just sort of drills into his force field. Now, my treasure! Little Popeye reference there. Which, both those two...
this is some serious overacting right here.
Okay, I'm back.
Yay.
This right here is just so over the top.
And then suddenly he turns blue and leaps.
Yeah.
Oh,
Donald P. Belisario.
Belisario. That was just him being released from his contract.
Yeah.
Although I will say, I've always liked it when you see like the light on his face, like from the computer panel or whatever.
Yeah.
I always like when I see that in movies. Like when you actually see the light reflecting off their faces and shit.
Yeah.
It's not. It's interactive.
Yeah,
it actually makes you feel like some shit's actually happening.
Oh shit!
Uh-oh.
Someone's balls dropped.
Your mother sucks cocks in hell.
I need to mute myself for a minute.
All right, I'm about to quote John. I'm about to come down with a case of what's coming to me.
Yeah.
Clearly, everybody on Giddy Prime has bad skin.
And is a rapist.
Yeah, right?
I love that line. I thought it was better than just saying kill him.
Yeah.
Oh, probably not a good idea to kill the pilot, though.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, there might have been a smarter way to do that.
Yeah.
I bet you could talk faster.
Yeah.
That's
This might be an emergency situation here developing pretty quickly.
I think in a minute they're about to land inside one of the giant worms. Oh shit! I'm just now realizing that fucking giant worm in Empire is probably a reference to these worms as well.
Oh, and the asteroid?
Yeah, because that's literally what I just thought of as they're like kind of going close. Yeah. But I would not be surprised if that's not yet another reference to the Dune worms. Didn't even think about that until just this moment. I'm not shitting. I literally didn't think about that until just this moment.
See, why did we need that voiceover right there? Where he says, "Oh, it's hard to control." We can see that it's hard to control because you're struggling.
Well, maybe the audience is just dumb.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm wondering what test audience went to see this movie,
a bunch of
and
12-year-olds.
the reaction was so bad that they're like, you know what we need to do? Need to have everyone's inner thoughts. That's better than what we have.
Like, I could see that he was struggling with it, therefore it was obviously hard to control. I didn't need to hear him say it. He's like, "Oh, what you packing here, Duglito?" Yeah.
I've got this voodoo incantation where I can put my body in him. Can I do it, please?
Ba weep, grana weep, ninny bong.
His STDs are itching again.
Yeah.
If you don't stop picking, it's never going to heal.
Nice Batman Forever reference.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
We were talking about George Clooney earlier.
Yeah. Well, no, but he's that would have been Val Kilmer, who we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
And Joel Schumacher.
Oh shit! It all comes full circle.
God.
Bro. See, his eyes are starting to leak yellow too, if you notice.
And also, I'm sorry, did he say faux pas? Oh no, he said four paws. Because he's about to make a huge faux pas here, though. Didn't brush my teeth for a week.
A little bit of a
once.
delayed reaction there.
We had a son. Oh. Have you seen my fucked up baby?
Yeah, he's in that navigator container thing.
I believe also he passed away recently too. Jack
Nance, he died actually a while ago. It was it was actually a homicide from a bar fight where some guy like punched him or something, and then it ended up causing an embolism in his head.
What?
Yeah, like it was actually quite a while ago. It was like probably over a decade ago. I'm gonna say maybe 15 years ago.
No, it couldn't have been. No, it wasn't that long ago. I remember this was a Facebook.
If only there was this magic box.
But the fact that he got punched in the head, and that he instantly had an aneurysm and died is a very Lynchian way to go.
I don't think it was. That was the thing, is I don't think it was instant. Yeah. Oh shit! He died back in '96. Yeah. What? Like it's been that long.
Oh, I guess I was wrong. Jeez.
And he was only 53, and yeah, like he. Yeah, it was essentially like he got into an altercation at a bar with some guy. The guy like punched him or something. And then like he's like, "Oh, I'm okay," and then like a couple hours later he died because apparently there was like it caused an aneurysm.
Yeah, it says died at age 53 from homicide.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But I did recently watch Ghoulies, and that movie has not gotten better with age, but he's in it.
Yeah, Mariska Hargitay's in it, too.
Yeah.
That was like one of her first films. She was going to be in the Power Ranger movie, too, but she got fired.
From how?
When they go to that other planet to learn their new totems or whatever it was in the movie.
Oh, wait, the ninja?
She was the woman that was teaching them, but they fired her because... I think she'd filmed for 2 or 3 days, and then it was Christmas,
Yeah.
And she wanted to go home for Christmas, and she said, "I'll come back when Christmas is over."
Yeah.
Because they're filming in
and that was the
Australia.
whole thing. That was a non-union.
Yeah, and when she said she wanted to go home, they're like, "We'll just hire someone local, so fuck off, you're fired."
Yeah.
So they brought in that Australian lady.
Yeah.
But she was on Conan O'Brien, or it was either Conan or the guy from SNL.
Which guy from SNL?
That has his talk show.
Oh, wait a minute. This is a grody scene right here.
Yeah. That actually burned him.
Yeah. Looks painful.
Seth Meyers on his talk show. I think it was Seth Meyers.
Yeah.
He found a picture of her in costume from the Power Ranger movie and showed it to her, and she was like, "What the fuck?" Hey, look, it's a baby.
I wonder if that baby's ever going to be the singer of a pop group someday.
Yep. I guess she's in a lot of Hallmark movies too.
Yeah.
Ooh, Alicia Witt.
Witt, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the? Because she's in a band too, right? Like
I think she does. She's her own singer. She just does like a solo thing.
Yeah.
But she does like folk music or something.
She was nearly in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man. She nearly played Mary Jane.
Yeah, she was almost Mary Jane. Yeah.
Yeah, I forget why.
That would have made her career because Kristen Dunst killed her audition apparently.
Yeah, because honestly, she looks especially then, because if you look at Urban Legends, which would have been that era, totally kind of yes, I could have bought her as Mary Jane.
Yep. And they wouldn't have had to dye someone's hair.
Yep.
I'm friends with Alicia Witt on Facebook, and she's always posting videos of her doing her little folk songs and stuff.
Oh, you only think it is.
Yeah.
But don't make it like Seattle.
This is what happens when someone trips for the first time.
He's like, you
my
don't
brain
understand,
is expanding.
man. There were worms in the desert. Big worms.
Hey, I know, man. The first time I got really fucked up on weed, I saw binary on the wall. I get it, dude.
It's like everyone thinks the first time they get high, they're like they've expanded their mind or whatever. Now I see things no one else can see and do things no one else can do.
It's a fucking ring.
Yeah.
Father?
How about you put on those still suits and drink a liter of piss? That looks fucking real, dude.
Yeah.
That is a great effect. I'd be very curious to find out how they did it.
Oh no, he's pissing himself.
Oh, my shit and my piss.
Bluto has spoken.
It's unfortunate that that character in here, and I'm curious what we're going to do in the new one, because he actually has a much more significant role. Like, everything that Paul tries to do after the rebellion is in his name.
Yeah.
And that is just, he's just like a throwaway character here. It's just like, oh, I think Max von Sydow will increase box office in Sweden.
Yeah. Well, if you notice, they try to load this
he was
up
in
with
the
as
Seventh
many.
Seal. He made the project legit.
Yeah. Well, and that's it seemed like they did try to load this up with a bunch of international actors. So you had Max von Sydow, you had I always forget
Jürgen Prochnow.
Yes,
yeah.
Jürgen Prochnow, and even I'm trying to think. I feel like there's someone.
You got Brits, you got Germans, you got Swedes.
Yeah. And then you had and then you also had. And then people who were veterans of the screen, like Jose Ferreira, Jose Ferreira.
Well, like Dan was saying earlier, this was at the time the most expensive movie ever made, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it was just they basically had carte blanche to do whatever they wanted and pick whoever they wanted. So.
Yeah.
Well, and also this is on the heels of
Star Wars,
Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
So they're thinking to themselves. I mean, they even have the original editor from. Return of the Jedi, not Return of the Jedi, from the original
Empire.
Star Wars. Anthony Gibbs editing it. I think Bob Ringwood did the costumes for Star Wars. I could be wrong on that, but yeah.
The world is ending, if you can't tell.
Yeah.
The actual world is ending right now.
we had a 6 p.m.
Curfew.
Damn, ours wasn't until 9. Jeez.
Yeah, ours is like 9.
Oh yeah. Well, ours keeps getting changed where they'll do it. It's at 8 p.m. and then within 20 minutes or sometimes even 2 minutes, another one will come on my another alert on my phone and it'll say 6 p.m.
Yeah. They keep changing what they're doing with the CTA because yesterday it was completely shut down.
Yeah.
But now it's between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. or 9 p.m. and 6 a.m. The CTA is shutting down.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I think I still have the message here. Let me look.
Yeah, I got one earlier before we started recording.
Yeah. It was CTA was ending at 9 or suspending service at 9:30. So at 9:30, it was done.
Yeah, I mean, if for those of you listening, we're recording this amongst a pandemic and mass violence in the United States, and now threats from the president that we're gonna have military
martial law
shooting people with martial law. It's great. It's great times.
If there's anything we can get from this,
2020 can eat a bag of dicks.
I was gonna say, if there's anything anyone should learn from this, vote in November. For Christ's sake.
Definitely. Charismatic leaders do not make good leaders.
Yeah.
So this movie is very topical.
Yes.
It is. It's very topical.
Or at least the novel.
Yeah.
Well, the novel's very... I mean, if you look at what we have right now, I mean, unfortunately, you only have a binary choice here, and you get either Biden or him, and Biden's definitely not charismatic, so I'm going with him all the way. I'm riding with Biden. I want boring. Give me boring and snoozy every time Trump calls him Sleepy Joe. I'm like, thank God.
Yeah.
I've had enough excitement for a lifetime.
You don't see Grandpa Joe going on Twitter and saying stupid bullshit all day long.
Yeah.
Happy Joe.
They're never going to hear them say the sleeper has awakened. Be like, no, Joe, go back to sleep.
That should be his fucking slogan. His campaign slogan, the sleeper has awakened.
It's way better than Corn Pop was a bad dude, I can tell you that much.
Oh, Jesus.
This would kill anybody. This would kill normal people.
Oh, wait, here it comes. Yep.
That's horrible. That is horrible.
That didn't work.
This broken leg, broken foot, broken ankle, broken body.
Yeah,
he's dead. He's dead.
Well, he's wearing that amazing piss and shit suit, so he's...
he's insulated.
He's cushioned.
Yeah, the shit absorbs all the hits.
He's like the Sherman, man.
Yeah, the worm's like, okay. Shut up. Stop talking to yourself. That's called schizophrenia in some circles.
That is one wicked septum piercing he's got there, too.
They seem to be in fashion.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like that. You remember that thing that was really popular in the 80s and 90s, where it'd be that nose ring that hooks up to the ear. You know?
Oh yeah. Remember that guy had it in was it the Night of the Living or Return of the Living Dead?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And then he got his brains eaten.
Yeah.
I love seeing that scene with Spanish dubs. And he goes, "Mas brains."
How do you say "send more paramedics" in Spanish?
I just watched that scene. I haven't seen that part. I've just seen that part where he gets, because John showed me, he's like, it looks even more disturbing, or the tar man seems even more disturbing in Spanish. So,
oh, goodness.
it just goes,
hey, Jeremiah, you ever fantasize about being killed?
I do. I imagine a bunch of old men.
Okay,
no one can see what I'm doing.
Every time I see Everett McGill, I picture him from People Under the Stairs going, "Gonna kill you!"
And you know what's funny? The outfit he wears in this is very similar to that same outfit.
Yep.
It just doesn't have stubs on it.
Gonna kill you! Oh shit!
Pretty soon his daughter's going to say, "Please untie me," and he's going to grab his crotch.
Yeah.
It's really fucking one of the most disturbing scenes in that movie.
And then he went on to be in Twin Peaks.
Yep.
With the woman who plays his wife.
Say, like, aren't they husband and wife?
Playing his wife on that show too.
Yeah.
I think that's why they cast that, because they were so good together on Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
So, like, we put them on this movie together too. But take a shower, bro.
Is he still? Is Everett McGill still alive? Because I haven't seen him in anything in like a long time.
I want to say the last time I saw him was Under Siege 2.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. That was a long time ago.
That was 96-ish, I want to say.
That was a long time ago. Oh my God.
Let's see here, just out of curiosity. Okay, he is still alive. He was in apparently that Twin Peaks remake.
Oh, okay. I haven't watched it, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I did watch that. Oh boy.
Was it bad?
And bear in mind, his the thing that he was probably before making this movie, the thing he was probably most known for, A Quest for Fire, with him and Ron Perlman, because they look like fucking cavemen anyway.
I haven't seen that in decades, man.
It's like watching Everett McGill and Ron Perlman bone Ray Dong Chong.
And then that Asian guy shows up and says, "It's shit."
Yeah. No, that's Caveman.
I know.
Yeah. Which I love that movie, too, by the way.
Yeah, that movie's funny.
Haraka and Zug Zug.
It's shit.
Yeah. Or he goes, caca.
Yeah.
He goes, and then the Asian guy goes, shit.
It's shit.
And they shove the midget in the shit's face first.
Christ.
So gross.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
Hey, they got those staff weapons from Stargate.
Where's Jaimin Hansu?
Yeah.
I guess somebody really needed to take a piss.
Yeah. How his still suit didn't get ripped up from him falling down that mountain, I don't know.
Oh, God, look at all that piss there. It's not water. Well, I mean, it was.
And yet you're still not using them to bathe, apparently.
Also, point out the fact that every desert person in here is a white person. Like, let's just point that out.
Because when I think of people who live in the desert, I think
no people
like
of color
and
in this entire universe.
Yeah.
You'd think that living on the desert, you get a little bit of a tan.
Well, and I kind of wonder, because I wonder how they're going to... clearly, they're probably going to go a different direction, considering... what's Sean Young's character's name? Chani or Chaney or whatever.
Chani, yeah.
Because she's going to be Zendaya in the new movie.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is great casting.
Yeah.
So they're probably going to go for more of, like, a more diverse look for the film.
Well off, good!
Or, like a more diverse or more indigenous look, I guess, for like the Fremen.
You would think that living in the desert, yeah, you'd be a little charred, you know?
Yeah. Jeez, man, have a cow. Oh, I guess he will.
Eating them tongues.
That just does not seem appetizing. Like, I don't care what planet or universe you're on. Like, hey, raw cow tongue. Just gonna stand and eat it.
You know, don't knock it till you try it, I guess.
No.
You know, I didn't think I was going to like sushi, and I ate it. I was like, it's good.
Oh, my God.
Speaking of squeezing, can you please drain that damn boil on your head?
Somebody please pull out and lance that. Clearly, in the future, there are no antibiotics.
We're all fucked. Well, it could be like it could be like now where we're all just getting used to the antibiotics. So.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then here comes the creepiest scene in the movie. Yep. The way he looks at Sting is the creepiest fucking thing ever.
Yep. Somebody just got done doing his tantric yoga.
Yeah, it's like Sting is glowing, positively glowing right now.
He dreams of Ray, yeah.
Someone wants to walk in someone's fields of gold.
Plow his fields of gold, is that what you're saying?
I mean,
nasty.
To quote Dana Carvey, he's not stinging. He hasn't been stung. He's just sting.
Singular.
Oh, notice how they're walking single file to hide their number.
I'm telling you, look at it right now.
One guy looks like he's fucking dancing, if you notice. Oh, I made a mistake. She is here again. I forgot that she popped back up.
Yeah.
But this is like the passing of the torch thing. Hey, drink
I
this
really
bile.
don't know if I can... Oh, God, this is horrible.
Yeah, drink this bile. How about that?
Oh, I've tasted worse. Oh, shit.
Oopsie daisy.
At least it's good to know they still have fillings in the future. Here's some Eraserhead shit. I sleep now. This is just like that song from by Alive. You know? A new mother. Oh.
I usually say that whenever I fart in bed.
The sleeper must awaken.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to use that with my next girlfriend one day.
When you fart in bed.
Somebody needs to put that baby back.
That's
It's not
what you
done.
say when you give someone a Dutch oven. The sleeper must awaken.
Oh. Is this the creepy cat? Yeah, it's the creepy cat scene.
Look, it's the cat. I like how there's a random rat in there too.
Yeah. Mr. Bigglesworth.
That poor cat.
Like I said, look what they've done to Mr. Bigglesworth.
Yeah. Like, what's with the UV lights? It's purple. It's sci-fi. There's like Jack Nance eating a powdered donut back there.
That's cocaine.
He's just eating a brick. He's just eating a brick of it.
It was the 80s. Yep. Totally eating the cocaine.
Look, it's my new experiment. It's called a cat rat.
It's a crat.
Seth Brundle ain't got shit on me.
Now, when he says you have to milk this cat for your...
How do you milk a fucking cat?
I think we all know that from Meet the Parents. I mean, clearly...
The teeny little teats? The teeny teats?
Yeah, there you go. I do love that line, though. All I see is an Atreides I want to kill. Fucking Sting. See, I can act.
There's a reason
too.
there's a reason why he doesn't act very much, right? I think they were like, he's pretty good in those music videos he does. Yeah. He commits.
Really love him in that English Beat t-shirt he wore.
Yeah.
Which I own that same shirt. Got at the as I saw the English Beat at the no longer existing Double Door.
Yep, that place is gone.
Yeah, I think. Is it gone or did it move?
They shut it down.
Okay.
And there was that theater by me too. The what is it? The Congress Theater.
Oh yeah,
that's
yeah,
gone.
The Congress, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Still got the most luscious, the most opulent of all the Fremen.
Sure.
I believe Stilgard in the new one is Javier Bardem.
I can see that.
Look, nobody knows Fremen the way that Paul knows Fremen. Okay.
Look at that shit. They got a fucking Bene Gesserit harem up there.
Yeah.
Arrakis. Oh, that's clever, Frank.
Woke. Hashtag woke.
Yeah. Also, it was weird hearing a leader actually speaking coherent sentences.
What
shit.
Universe is this?
You look over there. You realize those kids are going to be put to fucking war. This is a thing that I didn't notice until I saw it full screen.
What do they call in Africa? They got those like child soldiers, the conscripted children, and all that.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
He was channeling his inner Andy Serkis.
Hey, what's his name? Shit, the name just totally popped off my screen. Dennis Quaid. Weld's pretty good in Jaws 3, so you might want to call him in.
Ichan. Do-Ray.
No, I was going to say go Cubs.
I was going to say hearts and minds and some bullshit, Well, all I know is that there's sound and vision, according to David Bowie.
God. Where'd they get the robots from? Did they go back to his home planet to pick them up?
Yeah, I was going to say, wait a minute.
That's all in the extended cut.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Derp. I did bad.
Oh, here comes the ego boost right here. My name is a killing word, guys. Remember that. I'm gonna tweet it out.
Even his shit piss suit couldn't hide his boner in that moment. Is that Emilia Estevez behind him?
Golf clap?
Golf clap.
Yeah, it's like, whatever. Whatever.
Oh, shit.
I like how that was the poster right there. Is him walking with that over his shoulder.
Yep.
I mean, don't be wrong. There's some great images in this.
Looks like they took the top off of the castle figure from a chess set and put it on top of that thing.
A rook. Yeah.
Was it the rook?
Yeah.
Oh, look, everyone's coming to see Muad'Dib do his thing.
Oh, look, he's got one of those playground jump ropes on him.
They're going to double Dutch in the desert. Someone put sand on a speaker. That woman behind him looks like a Cenobite.
Yeah. The desert's taking a poo.
I'll give them that. That works. That looks great.
Yeah, they filmed that.
Effects wise,
Yeah.
that's great.
Although
Not so great.
the little green glow around Paul was not so great.
Yeah, this part not.
Okay, so just so you know, the tendons that you see stretch out are actually condoms.
What?
Those are condoms.
Are those?
No.
Those are dildos.
That's bad looking. That's horrible looking.
Yeah, that's not so good.
Ugh.
As I say, like when it's all about the miniatures and stuff, it's really good. But once they composite something into the shot, it looks like poop.
Yeah, this stuff just doesn't
You
hold
should have just
up.
used rear projection, guys. The work for Superman.
Well, it's like when we watched that documentary about the making of Aliens, like how much of that movie is rear projection,
And it looks good.
and it all holds up.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, but he was also Cameron was a specialist in rear projection at that point.
Yeah, he worked on the special effects for Battle Beyond the Stars.
Yeah.
If you listen to the documentary that's on the Blu-ray of Battle Beyond the Stars, they interview some of the other effects guys, and they say that Cameron was a fucking dick. I guess like there was like a bunch of different groups of people working on different parts of the movie, and like people would come in the next morning, and Cameron, I guess, would pull an all-nighter working on models or something like that. He would go to everyone else's station and steal all their shit. They come in the next day and they're like, "Where did my tools go?" And they're all like spread out on Cameron's desk, and he's like, "Those are my tools now, bitch."
wow.
You can see the blue screen reflecting off of them.
Oh, that's
You can
not
see the
worth
glow
it.
of it on their shoulders. Oh man.
And they have period blood on them now.
They are your menstrual guard. I swear to God, this must have sucked so bad for these guys.
Oh, I can only imagine.
It was just the heat and the sand everywhere, and just wearing that shit.
Oh, the suits, everything. Oh God.
Oh God, that would have been a
horrible.
miserable shoot right there. And you got the heat from the explosions and the fires and everything.
And yeah, and like
Ugh.
we're shooting in Mexico, so you're gonna have black smoke, so they're just burning tires.
Oh,
so
God,
like,
that'd be horrible.
like fuck all the actors. They're just
Yeah.
like and the crew.
I don't care if you have heat exhaustion. We got a shot to do. We got to make up some time.
And then they have David Lynch doing close-ups of people's eyes, and they're,
Yeah.
he's got 100 extras on set, and or 200 extras, and he's just like, yeah, but I need a close-up of their eyes.
I kind of wonder if it's the same costume designer as Blade Runner, because his thing looks really similar to Roy Batty's jacket.
A little bit, yeah. They're just redistributing it.
No.
Now you can there's so much spice now you can literally call Arrakis a shithole.
It's one of those shithole planets, okay? There she is.
Yeah. She's the same age as me.
Who, Sean Young?
No, Alicia Witt.
Oh, yeah.
No offense, Chris. She's way better looking.
No, none taken.
Yeah.
Captain Picard, you've let yourself go.
Damn, the dog didn't make it. Fuck.
Yeah. Well, no, what do you think that is on the back of his head?
Oh.
He used the dog for hair extensions.
Oh, man.
No, he ate the fucking dog.
Oh.
And used its hair for hair extensions.
Yeah. I remember Patrick Stewart said when he was making this movie, he didn't know what the fuck was going on half the time.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
David Lynch didn't know what the fuck was going on half the time.
That throne is the shit, dude.
Really puts that Game of Thrones throne.
It looks like the Stargate. Why is there a guy with a kazoo in his mouth behind the guy talking? You see it?
That's not a kazoo. He's vaping, Chris.
His head's like a cracked egg.
Well, he's mutating. He's changing.
Oof.
He's turning into a navigator.
Yeah.
Okay, I've lost count of how many exposition dumps we've had so far.
It's like, bro, you came how many millions of miles in order to deliver that?
Like, here's another one.
Yeah. What a ragtag group of right-hand men he has.
You got Idi Amin over there to the right. Yeah. I'm choking you in your sleep.
The way you like it.
Yeah. Just like Hutchins from NXS.
Okay, so is there a continuity thing here? Because he's got blue eyes already here.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, I think they fucked it up. They might have. This might have actually come after the fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's not supposed to have the blue eyes.
He hasn't drank the water yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and hasn't been on Arrakis long enough for his eyes.
This might have been like they put this in here earlier. Well, that's one of the real off-putting things about that extended cut too, is because they never finished a lot of that footage.
Yeah.
You know, putting the effects in. So like, there's people that have blue eyes in one scene and not blue eyes in the next.
Ooh.
Maybe they should final cut that shit.
Yeah, no shit. Get some After Effects work in there.
Yeah. Worked for Blade Runner, and that is actually the superior cut. The final
cut is the best cut. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can barely tell that guy in that scene in the pet shop is Harrison Ford's kid.
Which one?
There's a scene that they reshot where Harrison Ford, he's looking for the person who has that synthetic snake, you know, when he's looking for Zori.
Yeah.
And in the shot, they have kind of like reflections on the window in front of his face, so you really can't see it.
Yeah.
But it was Harrison Ford's son who looks exactly like he did at that. Harrison Ford looked at that age.
Okay.
They put Harrison Ford's son in there and shot him instead.
I didn't even realize.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah.
Because I guess when Harrison Ford came back to talk to, what's his name?
Ridley Scott.
Ridley Scott. He brought his son with him because his son, I guess it's one of his dad's one of the favorite movies of his starring his father.
Yeah.
And he wanted to meet Ridley Scott. And he was just like, "You look just like your dad did when we shot this movie." Hey, wait, I got an idea.
Well, actually, there's another scene in that movie too where he goes into Roy Batty's apartment or a hotel room. Mm-hmm. That's not even Harrison Ford in the scene. You actually never see his face.
It's probably his son again.
And it's his stunt double.
Ah.
Just
well, they
walking
reshot all of Zori's stuff with like the actress again, but she does look like she's like nearly 30 years older.
Well, they use the CG, like her death scene, like they use that they use the CGI to like actually like because like in the other one it's clearly a stunt woman with a wig.
Yeah.
In the original version, which that was actually something he always hated. He's like, "There's no way I can make this shot look good."
Yeah.
And now he's like, "But now that I have the effects, I can actually make it look good." Oh, great. Fucking lightweight's tripping again. No, Paul, the sky is not falling. You're okay.
You didn't need that in there. You could obviously see that she's like, okay, what the fuck is this? You don't need that voiceover.
I would say, based on the fact that he's tripping balls right now,
crying blood is also okay. That is a definite concern.
I would say because of that, I think they needed to just make sure that the audience knew that they were actually happening. That was actually there.
Wow, what a dick son and brother do that to his family. Oh, but fuck her.
It's like every Bene Gesserit had a brain aneurysm at the exact same time.
It's now become Tron.
To the games. End of line.
There's the tower. And there's the MCP.
Like, did he just kill them all? The navigators, did he just kill them all?
High five.
No, I don't think so.
Wait, what? Football practice.
Pancakes. What's the safe word? Pineapples.
At last I am a man.
My balls have dropped.
He's dead, darling. The next time I get an erection, I'm totally going to say that. Oh.
I'm going to say this after I climax next time.
This is a turkey I drew for arts and crafts.
Oh, shit. Ouch.
You doing all right there, Dan?
Yeah, I just want to make sure I'm still recording. My computer dropped. Oh man, that was unfortunate.
Look, the cigar-shaped saucer chips have had babies.
Yes. Well, you know.
Yep, still recording. Okay, yeah.
They're all headed to, I don't even remember the fucking planet. It's Beta 69. There we go. See? I did remember. I lied. At some point, I kind of wonder if they're going to run into Riddick.
And his dog.
Yeah, and he'll be all like, nah, this ain't my fight.
Hey guys, you see in the dark.
He's got fucked up eyes too.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go, Hollywood.
Did you see that there was that someone tried to start a rumor about him dying?
Vin Diesel?
Yeah.
No.
Like on Saturday or something. Like when I talked to my mother today, and she was like, "So Vin Diesel died." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And she's like, yeah, it was all over Facebook. I'm like, that's some bullshit.
Our mother's just learning about how Facebook works.
Yeah.
She's a little behind.
Yeah. I'm like, Mom, no, don't. So I like when I hung up with her, I looked it up, and there was like, no, he's still alive. He's fine. It's like it was a hoax.
He had the nanites in him. As soon as he died, he came back.
Dominic Toretto cannot die. He is eternal. He's a fucking immortal from Highlander.
But yeah, there, Hollywood make a Dune meets Riddick movie
crossover. Yeah.
Oh, still kept the mullet, huh, Gurney?
Well, that's,
was this
business in the front and party in the back, but he ain't got no business.
Yeah, so he's all party.
He's all
and for someone with such a bald pate and all that, he's surprisingly not sunburned.
Yeah. Yeah. Was this before or after Life Force?
Before.
Oh,
this is the year before.
That's funny.
Yeah, and the next one we get to see him vomit up blood.
Yeah, and make
out with a guy.
And make out with Steve Railsback. Yeah.
Those were tumultuous times in Patrick Stewart's film history.
Oh, I can't say this enough to the soundtrack, but yay, Toto!
Are you sure they're not filming in Africa?
Well, that's where they saw the rains.
The rains are coming at the end.
Yeah. Man, this planet's got worms.
Oh my god, it's Stargate. Ra's ship just landed.
Say that 3 times fast.
They would do a real good job of hiding those wires, man.
Yep.
Aw, poor Bluto. Someone didn't eat their spinach.
It's like a super gaunt version of him behind Virginia Madsen.
Oh, yeah. It's a fucking Slender Man.
Yeah. It's like if the Emperor was super gaunt.
Unlimited power! First give me a cheeseburger.
Not that Emperor.
I love this stuff with her freaking out about the kid.
Yeah.
She has an obvious lisp, but she doesn't talk like one with a lisp.
Yeah. Because that's clearly not her voice.
Yeah.
Do you know what she did? Your cunting daughter. Sorry, I couldn't resist there. Well, why don't you tell us how you really feel, Baron?
Oh, cold in the desert are you guys?
Actually, the desert at night is freezing, just so you know. It's the whole ecosystem balancing out.
The sand can't hold the heat.
Yep. It's science.
Yeah.
But of course, we're in America. We abandoned that 3 years ago.
Hey, Chicago used to be a swamp.
Yeah.
Gotta dig the slow motion photography.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of Flash Gordon. She's missing a tooth. Yeah. She has I was gonna say she has wonderful enunciation for a child who, 1, has a lisp and 2, is missing a tooth.
Carlo Rambaldi, man, fucked up with King Kong, but he made these worms look fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Well, and the Navigator looked amazing too.
Yeah, the Navigator's good, but like you look at that animatronic King Kong that they made for that '76 King Kong, and that thing looks like ass.
But E.T. of course looks great.
E.T. looked great, yeah.
Your brother's also named Baron?
Oh, that looks horrible. There's like a little green screen patch in the middle of the desert.
Also, I know that, we were talking, making the Riddick jokes earlier. It's like these things are clearly like they're an influence. Like the soldiers here are clearly an influence for like those weird like seeker things from Chronicles of Riddick.
Oh, the necromongers.
Yeah, like the little seeker things they had, like
yeah,
like that, like those dealies. Clearly, were influenced by this.
I mean, for a movie that was so maligned that like Ebert and Siskel and Ebert both put this on like the worst movies of the year list.
Dune?
Yeah, Dune was on both of their list of worst movies of the year.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can, like you're just saying, this movie was very influential in certain ways.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, though, is like I always feel that like because Siskel and Ebert also tore apart Blue Velvet. I think they just had a bone to pick with Lynch.
They didn't like Elephant Man either.
Yeah. So
yeah,
it really, it seems that like it was more of just like they had a beef with Lynch more than anything, I guess.
I actually spend a lot of my time watching old episodes of Siskel and Ebert on YouTube, and because simpler times. But
we never watched that when we were kids.
Well, yeah, we watched it all the time. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't remember
we watched it every weekend. But the thing about it, though, was
she about to kill him?
But it was so amazing just seeing the movies that they reviewed and things that they hated. Like Siskel hated like Apocalypse Now.
Yeah.
And like you go through the list of like films they disliked.
They're fucking classics. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Well, I remember Ebert really loving Prince of Egypt, which is like one of the most and it has gotten so much shit for being like a whitewash film.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he gave that like a stellar review. I
remember the one thing I remember Ebert reviewing against the grain was Dark City.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like everybody hated Dark City when it first came out, but he gave it like 4 stars and liked it so much that he recorded a commentary track for the DVD and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, he said it was like the best movie he saw that year.
Well, and it was the number 1 on his list, and I actually have seen the director's cut, which is way better.
The director's cut's fantastic.
Yeah, the director's cut of that movie was everything I'd kind of hoped it would be.
Yeah,
they took the stupid narration out. Yeah,
fixed every problem it had.
Yeah. This is by the way, this is a really disturbing scene.
When
he just floats off. Yeah. His weird nipple piercings.
This one only kills animals, by the way, guys.
Yeah, he floats off.
Yeah, the change in pressure sucks him out. I can see her little red hair coming out.
And actually, that would make sense. She is part Harkonnen.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they're all gingers.
Yep. And I'm sure they probably thought they were going to have a sequel to this, so they probably were laying the tracks.
In the sequel, Baron Harkonnen makes a return.
Yeah.
As Spice.
Children of Dune, yeah.
Yeah, because he's possessing her or whatever.
No, he comes back as Spice. Because the worm shits him out. No one gets my fucking jokes. I'm stopping!
Or we're thinking of the actual stories.
He does come back.
He does sort of, in a sense, come back. Like where
he does come back in the story.
Yeah, like he possesses her. He possesses the girl.
Alia becomes the regent in Children of Dune.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. See, I never read
the and she loses her mind.
Look in the side there. The pug, he survived.
Oh.
Yeah! All right.
Lived long enough to see Sting get stabbed in the mouth.
No, because Sting's very confident in that he will kill him.
Oh my God, it's a Trump rally.
Yeah.
Oh,
please don't say that.
God.
You are the suck.
That one guy with the metal nose reminds me of, I forget which bad guy it is in Fury Road that has the same thing where he's like that.
Oh, God.
See, this is kind of interesting watching this as an adult now, that you can see that the fucking Navigators Guild has influence over the president or the emperor so much that they're telling him to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, the oil company.
Yeah, basically that's what it is.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? Yeah, he was a great basketball player.
Oh my God, I have a line.
I am now an extended extra.
He's like, don't forget, all of his other 2 scenes got cut out. Because I'm too old to fight. I wish that they were gonna found some way for Patrick Stewart to work that line into Star Trek somewhere. He's Conan Animal.
Jeez, they're gonna fight or they're gonna dance? What the hell is going on here?
Yeah, I know, right? It's interpretive, man. This is what happens when little. This is what happens when little 12-year-old girls hear a song at a wedding and spontaneously decide to start dancing.
I will say this that I did like about like the sci-fi like the miniseries Dune is what's Sting's character's name again?
Thade.
Like the Thade in that the actor who played him in that like got like super fucking jacked, and I'm like, that to me makes sense, because if he's supposed to be this guy who just kills people for fun, like, yeah, he should be this sort of like, intimidating figure.
Yeah, and that one, Matt Kessler, who plays him in that, he has that whole bit where he like kills like 100 people in a ring, like in gladiator combat. And it definitely, they build his character up a lot better in that.
And of course, there we were.
So just building up to this fight here.
Yeah, we just had the famous "I will kill him." Yep. He's gonna get her with his side knife, if you know what I mean, because he has a secret side knife. There it is. He is a reed in the wind.
You bend. Okay, so this fucked me up as a kid.
The thing where he like...
Not only the fact that you can see the blade in his mouth.
Yeah.
But when he screams at him with the way that all the shit that like his eyes turning white.
Yeah.
This fucked me up as a kid.
Wow, I guess Sting just got stung. High five, guys. Oh.
Oh, you can see that Jack Nance is still alive. He's just kind of standing off on the side.
Yeah.
He's kind of like, maybe if I just don't go anywhere, no one will notice me.
Yeah. Just stay still. No one will notice me. It's like a T-Rex.
Yeah.
It's like, you can use my head as an eraser.
No.
Wow, they still believe in God this far in the future? Amazing.
They're all Muslims in the book.
Oh, well.
Yeah, this is the thing that Herbert had a problem with.
You know, it would have been great is if NXS's, or not NXS, Eurythmics' Here Comes the Rain Again was playing.
That's in the extended cut.
I would have felt like I was shopping in a department store, because it doesn't matter which one I'm in, that song seems to always play. Think about it. If you're in a grocery store or if you're in a department store, that seems to always be the song that's fucking playing.
Yeah, he just spontaneously made moisture appear where there never was any. Yeah.
He made me moist, I can tell you that much.
You just lost half of our listener base, Jeremiah.
Moist.
It feels like Alicia Witt's doing like an impression of like David Lynch.
Just trying to scream her lines.
Yeah, she's like screaming all of her lines. Like that's what's kind of amazing about it.
Our cast of characters.
Roll call.
Remember me? I had no lines. I had one or two. I ain't gonna be Chucky. You know my son. I'm very small.
Oscar!
Check out these brows.
Firestarter! Next summer. Solar babies, bitches!
But don't make it like
I'm
Seattle.
gonna be on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in 30 years. Candyman, 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 Candyman.
I got nothing.
Yeah. Gonna kill you!
Walk the ledge.
2 years.
Eraserhead.
Yeah. I have a fucked up Betty.
Remember me with Ewoks. Das Boot.
Das Boot, bitches.
Popeye the Sailor Man.
Eat your spinach.
Love one, engage. Oh, can't you see? Ziggy's having some problems. The lions ate him. And I'm not Mary Jane. I'm not Catwoman. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that just happened.
I will confess, because normally I only have 2 beers whenever we watch these, but considering I did not have to drive back because I'm in the confines of my own home, I'm on number 3 now, so I was a little, it's a little fun on that one.
Little tipsy?
Yeah. So.
Listen, I'm going on absolutely no sleep last night because I kept getting woken up by protesters, so I'm loopy too.
Oh, shit. But yeah. No, it had been... honestly, like, I can't remember the last time I actually, like, sat through Dune from beginning to end, because usually it's one of those movies that I usually catch on television, and it's like, oh, Dune's on. I'm in the middle of it, and I'll just watch it.
Yeah.
But,
it's a very flawed movie, but I still find it entertaining.
Yeah, no, it's fun. I mean, and it's interesting. I mean, Lynch's stuff is always just sort of like
it's unique.
Yeah, you either
he had a weird voice.
Yeah,
when it came to movie making.
Yeah, and that's why like it's weird to see a movie like The Straight Story, which is so unlike him.
Is as straight edge as you can get for a movie,
Yeah, I mean like that. The fact that like the title says it all. Yeah. It's a straight story. And yeah, but no, like we were saying earlier, this movie kind of destroyed his career for many years.
Okay, that shocked me. For as big and epic as this movie was, that was a really short credit sequence.
That's true. Yeah, you are right. Yeah, because maybe it's because did they do a cast list?
No, they didn't. They didn't put the cast. They did the cast at the beginning, but I'm just saying, like, for the amount of people that worked on that was not a lot of people that they showed. Did they just like leave people out?
Well, to quote a line from Total Recall, which is a movie we should probably watch at some point.
That'd be awesome.
Fuck them. But anyhow, but no, it's I mean, considering like Lynch is one of those guys who I think like his work is never appreciated when it comes. It's kind of like John Carpenter. It's like their work is never appreciated when it comes out.
On
It's
release,
only
yeah.
Yeah, it's only years later people are like, "Oh, I see what you were doing there."
Like honestly, like They Live is more appropriate now than back then.
Oh God, yeah. No, and which is funny because it was a reaction to Reagan America.
Yeah.
And it really fits in now, especially more
than ever. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, recently, it was relatively recent. It was earlier, I think, this year, late last year. I saw They Live in a theater in L.A. And I walked out of it and I just said, man, you could remake this movie today and not change a word of dialogue, and it's still completely relevant. Yeah. And I think they should do it with Ronda Rousey. They should just have Ronda Rousey play the role. And then, boom, we could have another, like, Gina Carano can be, like, the other role, the Frank
character.
The Frank character, and then, boom, you can have them have their fight.
Yeah.
They can have their wrestling match in the alley again.
Yes. Oh, yeah, by the way, Dune.
Dune, yeah.
Yeah. And yeah.
We should watch They Live. That's the moral of that story.
Yeah.
Clearly.
They Live and Total Recall are two movies that we need to watch in the future, apparently.
We clearly were more interested in talking about other movies than watching this one and talking about it. Good times.
So thanks for doing this again with us, Dan.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man.
Thank you for having me.
All right. And as a reminder, if you guys like what you hear, please remember to like, subscribe, and most importantly, Chris...
share that shit.
Yes, share, especially right now. If you live in a big city like the three of us do, it's probably safe for you to stay in and watch a movie and just listen to a fun podcast.
Yes, so. have us make love to your ear pussies. You'll have to have an ear abortion. It'll be so awesome.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. All right, gentlemen, I gotta go.
Okay, wait, one more thing. I will kill him!